Welcome back to the deep dive.
Right.
For this deep dive, you guys sent in 105 spiritual baths for every occasion.
By Denise Alvarado and Madrina Angelique.
Yeah.
I've been really excited to talk about this one.
So have I.
So for our listeners who maybe aren't familiar, can you give kind of a high-level overview of what a spiritual bath is?
Yeah, so a spiritual bath is, it's more than just a relaxing bath, right?
Right.
Like you're not just adding some lavender salts and calling it a day.
Yeah, it's a whole ritual.
It's a ritual and it's very intentional.
Yeah.
The whole idea is to kind of shift your spiritual energy towards a specific goal.
Right.
And that could be anything from, attracting some good luck or love.
Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to get rid of some negative energy that's been clinging to you.
Right.
Or just promoting well-being in general.
Yeah, exactly.
And the book specifically draws on traditions like Hoodoo and Santería, which are, African-derived traditions. But I think the authors make a point of saying that, like, the idea of using water and intention and herbs and all this stuff, like, to cleanse yourself or change your energy, like, that's something that's been around for a long time in a lot of different cultures.
Yeah, totally. You see it everywhere.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Yeah. And when I first saw the title of this book, 105 Spiritual Baths, I was kind of like, oh, okay. Like, you got your good luck bath, you got your love bath.
Yeah, your cleansing bath.
Your cleansing bath.
Your money bath.
Yeah, your money bath.
But it's so much more specific than that.
Way more specific.
The range of intentions that are covered in this book
is incredible.
It is really incredible.
Yeah. So our mission today is to give you a sense of just how specific and nuanced this practice can be.
Right, you're right.
Like, we want to give you a taste of, like, what spiritual bathing is all about, according to Denise and Madrina.
Absolutely.
So let's start with the basics, right? Like, if somebody's listening to this and they're thinking, okay, I want to try one of these spiritual baths, like, what are the steps involved?
All right, so the book outlines two main ways to actually take the bath.
Okay.
One is full immersion, so, getting in the bathtub.
Right.
And the other is pouring the water over your head.
Okay.
And they actually say the results are the same no matter which method you choose.
Interesting.
It's just a matter of preference or practicality.
Sure, yeah.
Not everybody has a bathtub.
Right, exactly.
So,
or maybe you don't want to get your hair wet. Who knows?
That's true.
But when you're actually preparing the bath, it's not just water, right?
No.
So what goes into making a spiritual bath?
So typically it involves herbs, flowers, essential oils, sometimes, milk, honey, things like that.
Oh, wow.
And for the herbal baths, the first step is usually to steep the herbs.
Okay.
So you boil some water, add the herbs, let them steep for a few minutes.
Okay.
Usually 3 to 9 minutes. Then you strain that liquid and add it to your bath water.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So it sounds like timing is also really important in this practice, right?
Absolutely.
Like, there are specific times of day that are better for different intentions.
Right.
So, for example, if you're trying to draw something into your life, like love or success or healing, when should you take the bath?
They recommend taking it at dawn.
Okay.
Or before sunrise.
Okay, it makes sense. New beginnings, right?
Exactly. It's all about harnessing that fresh new energy.
And what about if you're trying to get rid of something like negative energy or bad luck?
For those types of baths, which they call uncrossing baths, the suggestion is to take them at sunset.
Oh, okay.
And to wash downwards.
Okay, like away from you.
Exactly, like you're pushing the negativity away.
Got it.
And for these kinds of baths, if you're pouring the water over your head, they specifically say to do it 9 times.
Oh, wow.
So that the water flows down your entire body, carrying the negativity away.
Interesting. So it's not just about the ingredients, it's about the actions and the timing too.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay, now, this is a step that I found really interesting. The book talks a lot about blessing the water.
Yes, this is crucial.
So what's the significance of that?
It's about consecrating the water.
Okay.
Imbuing it with your intention and making it sacred.
So how do you actually bless the water?
They give a few different options.
Okay.
You can pray over it. You can invoke spirits or saints or orishas.
What orishas are?
Oh, sorry. Orishas are deities in the Santería and Yoruban traditions.
Okay.
Each one represents a different aspect of life or nature.
Got it.
And they're often associated with healing waters.
Interesting. Okay, so you can call on these orishas to bless the water.
Yeah, if that resonates with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the book also includes some specific blessings you can use, like the Catholic water blessing and the angel blessing.
Right. And then there's the benediction of the salt.
Oh, yes.
That one seemed a little more involved.
It is a bit more elaborate.
So walk us through that one.
Okay, so first you have to bless the salt itself.
Okay.
They actually provide an excerpt from the Key of Solomon to recite while you're doing this.
Okay.
And then you sprinkle this blessed salt into your bath water.
Got it.
And there's another passage from the Key of Solomon to recite for that step as well.
Wow. So they really give you all the tools you need
They really do.
to perform these rituals correctly.
Yeah.
So once the water's all prepared and blessed, what happens next?
All right, so for a ritual bath,
Yeah.
they recommend soaking for at least 15 minutes.
Okay.
During this time, you can focus on your intention, meditate, visualize, pray, whatever feels right for you.
So you're really kind of harnessing that energy you've infused into the water,
Exactly.
and you're directing it towards your goal.
Precisely.
Now, what about the bath water afterward?
Okay, yes. Proper disposal is key.
It's not just about letting it drain away.
Not usually.
So what do you do with it?
Common methods are tossing it towards the east at sunrise or leaving it at a crossroads.
A crossroads, that seems very symbolic.
It is. Crossroads are seen as places of spiritual intersection where different energies meet.
Interesting.
It's also important to cleanse the tub and any tools you used with salt water afterwards.
Okay.
Sea salt is preferable, but regular salt that's been blessed will work too.
Got it.
Mhm.
Are there any other things you can add to enhance the bath?
Yes. Candles and incense are great additions.
Okay.
Choose a color and scent that aligns with your intention.
Makes sense.
It helps create a more focused atmosphere.
Okay. Any rules about what not to add?
One big rule,
Oh.
no soap or oils
Oh, really?
unless the specific recipe calls for them.
Interesting. Why is that?
They don't really explain it,
Okay.
but I guess it could interfere with the energy of the bath somehow.
That makes sense. How long should you soak for?
30 minutes max.
All right.
And it's best to take these baths for an odd number of days, like 1, 3, 5, up to 13.
For the strongest effect.
Exactly.
So once you're out of the bath, what then?
Air dry if you can.
Okay.
Let the infused water really soak into your skin,
I like that.
and then dress in fresh, clean clothes, preferably white.
Okay, so it's like a whole spiritual reset.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so we've covered the basics, but as we said, this book goes way deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's dive into some of these specific bath recipes, because this is where it gets really interesting.
Absolutely.
You mentioned earlier that there's even a section on domination and coercion baths.
Yeah, that one caught my eye, too.
It's a little bit unexpected, right?
What?
In a book about spiritual baths?
Yeah,
Like when I think spiritual bath, I'm not thinking domination.
right. It's not the first thing that comes to mind.
So what are these baths all about?
They're designed to help you gain power and influence in certain situations.
Okay.
So, for example, there's the bend-over bath.
Bend over bath, that's quite a name.
It is.
That one.
Ingredients include calamus, licorice, bergamot, vetiver, rose geranium oil.
Oh.
And the instructions say to submerge your head 7 times while in the bath.
7 times. Very specific.
Right. And then you dispose of some of the bath water, along with 3 pennies, at a crossroads.
At a crossroads again. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the domination bath?
That one uses patchouli, vetiver, lime juice, frankincense oil, calamus, and licorice.
So some similar ingredients.
Yeah, some overlap there.
Interesting.
And for this one, you actually simmer all the ingredients together before adding them to the bath water.
Okay.
And there's a specific prayer to recite,
Oh, what prayer?
the domination prayer to St. Martha.
Okay, so it's very clear that these baths are all about influencing others or taking control of a situation.
Exactly.
Let's move on to something a little lighter, shall we?
Sure.
The book also has a whole section on good luck baths.
Ah, yes, who doesn't need a little extra luck?
Right. So what are some of the recipes for attracting good luck?
For general, everyday good luck, they have a simple bath with goat's milk, sea salt, and parsley.
Okay.
And you take that one weekly.
Easy enough.
Then there's the bath for success and luck, which is an old New Orleans recipe.
Okay.
It uses sea salt and geranium oil, and you're supposed to throw the bath water towards the sun at sunrise.
I like that imagery.
Yeah, it's very symbolic.
Like you're releasing the old and welcoming in the new.
Exactly.
Now, what about for more specific types of luck, like for gambling?
They have a good luck gambling bath for that,
Of course they do.
which includes holy water, spring water, fresh basil, fresh rosemary,
Okay.
and 3 gold coins.
3 gold coins.
Yeah, you boil those with the herbs and then add it all to the bath water.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then there's one called the Superpower Good Luck Bath and Floor Wash for Business Success.
Oh, yeah, that one's intense.
Intense in what way?
It's very detailed and multi-layered.
Okay, break it down for us.
All right, so you start by facing east at sunrise and reciting Psalm 56 3 times.
Okay.
Then you add cinnamon, allspice, cloves, and Hoyt's cologne to your bath water.
Hoyt's cologne, what is that?
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But it's a type of spiritual water that's often used for luck.
Got it.
So you add all that to the bath, and then you pour it over your head 9 times while reciting Psalm 23 9 times.
9 times each. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern with the 9s here.
Yeah, it comes up a lot in these rituals.
And then,
You air dry, and then toss some of the water in the eastern corner of your home.
wow, so specific.
Right, but it doesn't end there.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, this bath also includes a floor wash.
What's a floor wash?
It's basically a liquid that you use to cleanse and bless your floors.
Okay.
And for this particular floor wash, you use red pepper pods, sugar, nutmeg, ammonia, and fast luck.
Fast luck.
Yeah, that's another type of spiritual water that's used for, well, fast luck.
Okay, so you mix all that up.
You do, and there are specific instructions for how to scrub and sweep.
Like a certain direction.
Yeah, inwards for scrubbing and outwards for sweeping.
Got it.
And there's certain incantations to say during the process.
And you said songs were involved too.
Yes, you recite Psalm 47 and Psalm 56.
Wow, that's a whole ritual in itself.
It really is.
Very comprehensive approach to attracting business success.
Yeah, you don't mess around.
Okay, let's move on to healing and cleansing baths.
All right.
These seem a little more straightforward, maybe.
Well, some are, some aren't.
Like what?
So there's the basic Hoodoo bath, which is just salt and bluing.
Bluing.
Yeah, it's a laundry product that's also used in Hoodoo for spiritual cleansing.
Oh, okay.
And this bath is supposed to be a quick and easy way to cleanse your energy.
Got it.
But then you have baths, like the bath to improve your life.
That sounds promising.
It does, doesn't it?
What's in that one?
So it calls for sea salt, Florida water.
Florida water.
Yeah, it's another type of spiritual water.
Okay, we're going to have to do a whole episode on just spiritual waters at some point.
Agreed.
All right, so sea salt, Florida water, what else?
A variety of fresh herbs,
Yeah.
parsley, nutmeg, bay leaf, rosemary, sage, mint,
Okay.
and 3 white eggs. Yes. You rub them over your body to absorb negativity.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then you dispose of them at a crossroads with candy and coconuts as an offering.
That's a very specific set of instructions.
It is.
What about for dealing with anger?
They have a cooling anger bath for that.
Okay, I need that one.
It uses wormwood, passion flower, honey, brown sugar, damask rose attar, and pennyroyal.
All right.
You simmer the herbs and then all the liquid to the bath.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're soaking, you submerge your head 13 times
13 times, okay.
and recite the prayer of St. Francis for peace.
So it's combining the physical properties of the herbs with the spiritual power of prayer.
Exactly.
All right, moving on. I was really interested to see that the book includes a section on LGBT baths.
Yeah, that was great to see.
It's not something you see in every book about spiritual practices.
Definitely not.
So what kinds of baths are in this section?
Well, the authors point out that most of the baths in the book can be used by anyone. But this section is specifically for those seeking same-sex attraction or support with LGBT issues.
Mm-hmm. So, for example?
There's the Follow Me Boy bath, which uses ingredients like orris root, catnip, lavender, calamus, damiana.
Okay.
You simmer the herbs, pour the water over your head 9 times by reciting Psalm 23.
There's that 9 again?
Mm-hmm. And then you dispose of some of the water at a crossroads, facing east without looking back.
Very specific instructions.
Yeah. And there's a Follow Me Girl bath, too, with a different set of herbs.
That's really cool that they included this section.
Absolutely. It shows a real sensitivity and an inclusivity.
All right, let's talk about love bath recipes now.
Okay.
These seem pretty popular in a lot of spiritual traditions.
They are.
So what are some of the love bath recipes in this book?
Well, there's the Adam and Eve bath,
Okay.
which uses rose geranium, musk, melissa, and apple blossom.
Sounds lovely.
It is. And it's intended to help you find your soulmate.
Or strengthen an existing relationship.
Right.
What else?
There's the Chuparosa bath.
The what bath?
Chuparosa.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's named after the hummingbird,
Oh, okay.
which is associated with love and attraction in a lot of folklore.
I see.
This bath uses honeysuckle, rose, gardenia, and honey.
Okay.
And there's a specific prayer to the Chuparosa to recite during the bath.
That's interesting.
And then there's the Creole Moon bath.
Okay, tell me about that one.
This one has a really interesting history.
Oh.
It was originally designed for sex workers in New Orleans to attract wealthy clients.
Okay.
It uses ingredients like Jezebel root, magnolia, carnation, rose petals, orange, vanilla, vetiver, and almond oil.
That's quite a list.
It is, and the instruction is simply to submerge yourself completely in the water.
So no pouring over the head for this one.
Nope, full immersion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the Orisha spiritual bath recipes.
All right.
So remind us again, what are Orishas?
Orishas are the deities in the Santería and Yoruban traditions.
Yes.
And they each embody different aspects of nature and human experience. So these baths are specifically designed to work with the energy of particular Orishas.
Got it.
For example, there's the Chango cleansing bath,
Okay.
which is for situations of extreme danger or negativity.
So serious stuff.
Yeah.
What's in this bath?
It uses sarsaparilla, pomegranate juice, sea salt, cream, and cascarilla.
And what's cascarilla?
It's a powder made from eggshells that's often used for purification.
Got it.
And you take this bath over 3 consecutive nights.
Okay, so it's a more extended ritual.
It is.
What about for removing obstacles and opening new paths?
For that, they have the Alegua Road Opener Bath.
Okay.
This one includes Abre Camino, which is a plant that literally means open the road.
I love that.
Mint, guava juice, basil, rum, Florida water, and holy water.
That's quite a mix.
It is. And you let all the ingredients sit for 3 days before bathing,
Oh, wow.
and you take this bath on a Monday.
Why Monday?
Monday is associated with Alegua.
Got it.
And finally, there's the Ocean Blessing Bath, dedicated to Ocean, the Orisha of love, beauty, and wealth.
Sounds like my kind of Orisha.
She's a popular one.
What's the bath like?
It's surprisingly simple.
Okay.
You add 5 whole oranges to your bath,
Okay.
rub them over your body, and then offer them to a river.
A river?
Yeah, rivers are associated with ocean.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Very connected to nature.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now this is where it gets really interesting for me. The book also has planetary baths.
Yeah, those are cool.
So how do those work?
They're based on the correspondences used in Goetic magic,
Okay.
which is a system that associates specific herbs and other materials with different planets.
Got it.
So you choose a bath based on the planetary energy you want to work with.
Makes sense.
For example, there's the Earth bath, which uses sage and elder pith,
Okay.
the Jupiter bath, which uses saffron and linseed,
Mm-hmm.
and the Mars bath, which uses myrrh, storax, benzoin, and aloes wood.
Wow, so many different options.
Yeah, and they often add food coloring to the water, too.
Oh, really? To match the color of the planet.
Exactly.
Very visual.
It is.
Okay, now we have to talk about protection baths.
Of course, those are essential.
Everyone needs a little protection, right?
Absolutely.
So what are some of the protection baths in this book?
Well, there's the classic ammonia bath.
Ammonia.
Yeah, just a 1/4 cup in your bath water.
Okay.
You take it for 9 days straight.
9 days. Wow.
And while you're bathing, you read Psalms 45 and 54
Okay.
and toss some of the water towards the east while saying the Glory Be prayer.
So it's very ritualistic.
It is.
Very traditional.
Yeah.
What else?
There's the dragon's blood bath,
Mhm.
which is really potent for protection.
Okay, what's in that one?
Dragon's blood resin, cinnamon, and vetiver.
Dragon's blood resin.
Yeah, it's a red resin that comes from a tree.
Oh, interesting.
They do caution that it can stain your tub, though.
Okay, good to know.
For this bath, you pour the water over your head 9 times while reciting the prayer to St. Benedict 9 times.
More 9s.
It's a powerful number.
I see so.
And then there's the Fiery Wall of Protection bath.
Okay, that sounds intense.
It is. It's a well-known New Orleans formula.
What's that?
Frankincense oil, dragon's blood oil, rue, blessed salt, ginger oil, and bay leaves.
Wow, that's a lot of powerful ingredients.
Yeah, and you actually brew a tea from the rue and bay leaves to add to the bath,
Okay.
along with the oils.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pour the water over yourself 9 times while reciting the prayer to St. Michael 9 times.
Another powerful prayer for protection.
It is.
Yes.
You toss some of the water towards the east.
Okay, so the east seems to be a significant direction in these practices.
Yeah, it's often associated with new beginnings and spiritual energy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, now we've talked about adding all these different things to bath water, but the book also talks about spiritual waters.
Yes, those are fascinating.
So what are they exactly?
They're basically waters that have been intentionally infused with specific energies,
Yeah.
and you can use them for all sorts of things, not just baths.
Like what?
Cleansing spaces, blessing objects, anointing yourself.
Interesting.
For example, there's angel water,
Okay.
which is made with rose water, orange water, myrtle water, and various oils.
Sounds nice.
It is. It's said to have almost miraculous virtues.
Wow.
Then there's Creole water.
What's that one for?
That one's associated with working with the spirits of New Orleans.
Okay.
It usually contains orris root, brandy, and essential oils.
Interesting.
And then there's Hoyt's cologne.
Ah, that's the one they mentioned in the good luck bath.
Yeah, it's often used for drawing luck, especially in gambling.
And they give a recipe for it.
They do. It's a pretty complex blend of oils, tinctures, extracts, musk, and alcohol.
Sounds potent.
It is, and it takes 60 days to prepare.
60 days. Wow.
Yeah, you let it sit for all that time to really infuse the energy.
Okay, so these spiritual waters are basically like bottled magic.
Pretty much.
All right, let's talk about uncrossing baths now. These are specifically for removing negativity or breaking spells, right?
Exactly.
So what are some examples of uncrossing baths?
There's the classic Hoodoo uncrossing bath, which uses bluestone, saltpeter, sugar, and alum.
Okay.
You mix those together in a basin and pray it over your head 9 times while reciting Psalm 37 each time.
Psalm 37, what's that one about?
It's about trusting in God and not letting evildoers get to you.
Got it.
And then there's the super uncrossing bath, which is for when you feel like you're under serious spiritual attack.
Okay, that sounds intense.
It is.
What's in that one?
Laundry bluing, basil, fennel, dill, rosemary, bay leaves, sea salt, and Epsom salt.
That's a lot of ingredients.
It is. You simmer them all together before adding them to the bathwater.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, let's talk about the baths for wealth and prosperity and for wisdom and personal mastery.
Yeah.
So starting with wealth, what are some of the recipes for attracting financial abundance?
Well, there's a Bring Me Money bath, which uses basil, oranges, golden seal, and bay leaves.
Okay.
You boil those together, soak in the strained liquid, and then dispose of the water at a crossroads.
Crossroads again, okay.
Yeah, it seems to be a popular spot for disposing of bath water.
Makes sense, symbolically speaking. What else?
There's the Easy Money bath, which uses cinnamon and patchouli oil, along with a lodestone.
The lodestone.
Yeah, it's a naturally magnetic rock.
Oh, okay.
You submerge yourself 7 times in this bath.
7 times, okay.
And then you keep the lodestone in your wallet to attract more money.
So it's like a money magnet.
Exactly. And then there's the Midnight Money bath.
Okay, that sounds intriguing.
It is. It involves soaking flax seeds in a green cloth.
Green for money?
I guess so.
Okay.
Along with chamomile and rainwater.
Rainwater, interesting.
Yeah, you let that sit until midnight,
Oh.
and then add it to the bath and soak for 30 minutes.
Very specific.
It is.
What about for wisdom and clarity?
There's the Clarity Bath 1.
Clarity Bath 1, is there a Clarity Bath 2?
There is. We're not going to get into it today, though.
Okay.
But this one uses orange, sage, Solomon seal, lavender, bay rum, and coconut milk.
Okay.
Then there's a concentration bath.
What's that one for?
Focus, concentration, mental clarity.
Got it.
It uses essential oils of cedarwood, sandalwood, melissa, blue cypress, lavender, and orange.
Oh.
And finally, there's the King Solomon Wisdom Bath.
Ooh, that sounds powerful.
It is. It uses Solomon seal, High John the Conqueror root, master root, bay leaf, golden seal root, and licorice root.
Wow, that's a lot of roots.
It is. You boil them together and then pour the water over your head 9 times while reciting a King Solomon prayer 9 times.
More 9s.
Yep. Seems to be a recurring theme.
It really does.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this book is absolutely jam-packed with information about spiritual baths.
It really is.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
Barely.
I mean, the level of detail in the recipes, the specific ingredients, the timing, the prayers, the actions, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
It's clear that this is a very intentional and nuanced practice.
Definitely.
And it goes way beyond just having a relaxing soak in the tub.
Oh, absolutely.
It's about working with energy, with intention, with spirituality. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.